Vinny, obviously FAI Cup game tomorrow night, but it's been a busy week at the club. Started with Val Dedican moving to Brentford. Great move for Val. I think we're all in agreement with that. From a club's point of view, are you happy that a player like that gets a chance at a Premier League club?
Yeah, I think you are. You're disappointed as well to lose a player with so much potential, but it was very difficult to stand in his way. It's a good deal for both parties, to be fair. So, but the credit has to go to the underage set up here over the last number of years. The link up with Malahide has been exceptional for the club. It is difficult to get players into the first team through your youth system. That's the highest average age in the league at the moment, I think, is Shamrock Rovers, and theirs was the highest average age for many years. So it is very difficult to break into a team that's winning trophies, but we certainly produced a hell of a lot of players in this club. Many of them are having League One careers, so huge credit goes to people in that underage setup, and particularly Tiernan Mulvena worked so hard to get Val in under 15. You look at the work that Liam Bourne's done with him under 17, Derek Boyle under 19, and Mick Neville, of course. So it's been a team effort, and we have to continue to do that as best we can. And I know it's an area the club are looking to continue to improve.
You named Gabriel Adebambo as well last week, which is another one that people probably aren't aware of, that have gone from the academy to a club in England.
Yeah, Gabriel went away to Stoke again. Mick Neville at the time worked really hard to bring Gabriel in. I felt he had a real future within the first team, but obviously Stoke swooped in. So we maybe don't make the song and dance about it that some of the Dublin clubs do, but it's certainly League One has become a pathway. Dundalk is a pathway for players to get into first teams, and we've seen that with so many people. And moves away to the UK if players feel that's the right place to enhance their career. So the future's bright in that sense.
Looking ahead to Friday night FAI Cup game, important to get last week's defeat to draw out of the system this week.
Yeah, I think it's important that we don't overreact or underreact to results at the moment. I think we sort of need to stick together as a club. I have said that there would be difficult moments throughout the rebuild of this club. We're experienced one now, so again, there's no need for overreaction. I've seen some of these results coming. The scars for going out of Europe were there, playing games in the middle of Europe. The squad isn't prepared for that at the moment. It wasn't built for that, I would say. But it's now time to get one game a week and begin the next phase of the rebuild of the club.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of fans are looking at this and sort of neutrals thinking, nice handy one for Dundalk against a non-league club, but anybody who knows that with St Mochta is definitely not the case.
Yeah, no, far from it. I mean, their goalkeeper has just come back from up the north, Craig Hyland. They've got a lot of experienced players, Mick Daly, Alan Bourne. People recognise some of the players. McCaffrey up front is really good. A couple of the Robbie Brady's brothers got real technical ability similar to Robbie. So they've got a real experience. They've taken over the mantra of being the top Leinster Senior League club from the likes of Crumlin over the last number of years. So really strong side, very well built. A lot of work going on in the background from people like Colin Hawkins, Glenn Crowe, Paul McNally, ex-Bows players there, and there's so many experienced League of Ireland players in and around that club now that and the manager Brian has done a wonderful job in terms of the build of that club over the last 7-8 years. Something I've been sort of on the periphery of. I've spoken to them at different stages, so I know all about the work that's going on there.
Is it probably fair to say that non-league in Ireland over the last couple of years, it's probably the strongest it's ever been, especially at Leinster Senior League level?
Yeah, I think it certainly went through a phase where it dipped in terms of with the Celtic Tiger. I think people struggled. The likes of Cherry Orchard and Bluebell and these clubs struggled getting players out. But I think now in this modern world we live in, players are really valued their time. So some players don't see the value of going to a first division to build a career, and there's a lot of really experienced people playing intermediate football, so it's of a really high standard at the moment. Yeah,
from our point of view, it's a home draw chance to get to a quarter final. We've a brilliant tradition with the cup over the last 6-7 years. Another chance hopefully for another step to the Aviva.
Yeah, the FAI Cup is the holy grail in terms of this competition. We all want to win the league, and ultimately that's what you're judged off. But the FAI Cup final is the biggest and the best day of the year in the Irish sporting calendar from a football point of view. So we want to be there. It's the hardest thing I experienced it last year watching it. for the first time in many years. It's really difficult to watch if you're not involved in it. I think our squad is capable of being involved in it. I think we're good enough to be involved in it, but we've got to look after whoever is in the next round, and that's Mochta on Friday, so we've got to get them out of the way before we can be thinking about cup finals. So really difficult tie, and particularly when you're expected to win, it's not helpful in one sense, but we've got to be professional and play to our potential.
You say there you don't want to look too far ahead, but are the new players this year aware of the prestige that comes with playing at the cup final? And the great thing this year is hopefully there will be supporters at the final.
Yeah, well, they are now, because they've been, as part of the build up to this game, we've showed them what the FAI Cup means to people. Some of our new players last year didn't experience the crowd when they won the cup, but I think the crowd, what it means to everyone's families, this competition is huge, so they are now aware of that. And look, we're at a difficult time. We've trained with 10-11 players this week only. It's a difficult time for the team and for the group, so this is an opportunity to back on the pitch and get back to winning ways. Seen a couple of players come back from injury over the last day or two. Friday be too soon for them, but it's a massive opportunity to get to a quarter final in the FAI Cup.